settled low. There was just us 5 aboard her when she finally was awash. We'd worked like hell to save her, all heedless of the cost, and the groan she made as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter would rise again. The owners wrote her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years of service, boys, then met her sorry end. But insurance paid the cost to us, so let her rest below. Then they laughed at us and said we had to go. But we talked of her all winter, some days around the clock. She's worth $250,000 afloat and at the dock. And every jar that hit the bar would cause us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter would rise again. Rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who loved her best and were with her till the end would make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her on a barge lent by 3 dives a day in a hard hat suit, and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the currents here are slow, or I'd never have the strength to go below. But we patched her rents, stopped her vents, dog hatch and portal down, put cables on her fore and aft and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we hit the air and then take up the strain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who loved her best and were with her till the end would make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. We couldn't leave her there, you see, to crumble and to scale. She'd saved our lives so many times, a-living through the gale. And the laughing drunken rats who left her to her sorry grave, they won't be laughing in another day. And you to whom adversity has dealt the final blow, with smiling beggars lying to you everywhere you go, turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again, rise again, rise again. Though all hope it be lost or your life about to end, whatever you have lost, be it at a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again. Rise again. Thank you.
Feeling when you're traveling down lonesome road.
Once I lived in Southern California. Sand and surf was good for me. Then early one morning I was shaking out of bed and I wound up down on my knees. I prayed, God, please let this building hold together. Don't let me be killed by debris. Early next morning I loaded up the truck. I had to move away from Beverly Hills, that is. Then I slowly made my way to Oklahoma, procured a little trailer on the hill. I'd no sooner settled in than the sky began to rumble. It hailed and then got perfectly still. I prayed, God, please don't let this be a freight train bearing down on me this stormy night. But Mother Nature laid its tracks right through my living room, and I knew my location wasn't right. I'm just trying to find a safer haven, safer place for me to be, just looking for a little spot of heaven while holding off eternity. Doing this without a pick now. Hey, we can see if we can hand this off. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Then I took a bus to North Carolina, became a barefoot bum out on the beach, far away from the TV and the papers, so I didn't see what was coming straight at me. I prayed, God, please let this be a little weather. Don't let it be a storm that bears a name. I tied myself tightly to a pine tree top and I rode out a Class 5 hurricane. I'm just trying to find a safer haven, a safer place for me to be, just looking for a little slice of heaven while holding off eternity. Then a friend and I, we sailed to Hawaii. We climbed a mountain with a native guide. She said this was a dormant volcano till I heard the loudest burble deep inside. I prayed, God, please let this be indigestion, as we turned and ran quickly for the dock. I never knew that I could run that fast, but I never been chased by molten rock. I'm just trying to find a safer haven, a safer place for me to be, just looking for a little slice of heaven while holding off eternity. Now I've tried to find a moral to this story, to bring some closure to my wasted life. I settled in the Arizona desert. The earth is still, the air is dry. And I pray, God, please don't let me be so stupid as to run away from everything I see. I finally found my safer haven, at least until the killer bees find me. I'm just trying to find a safer haven, a safer place for me to be, just looking for a little slice of heaven while holding off eternity. Just looking for a little slice of heaven while holding off eternity.
As you read this letter that I write, Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Club Possum Music Show, coming to you live from right near the Court Square in downtown Mountain View, Arkansas, in the Ozark Mountains. Club Possum is broadcast live on the Mountain View Meeting Place Facebook, YouTube channel, the Mountain View Meeting Place Facebook page, and KWMV 88.5 FM radio. The Club Possum Music Show is a production of Ozark Roots Music and Art, a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the local music culture here in the Mountain View area. We are supported by numerous generous business donations and the many fine Possum patrons that help keep our local music alive and kicking. If you're interested in being a Possum patron, please go to www.patreon.com/clubpossum to sign up or to get more information. As always, a big thank you to our diamond sponsor this year, Ozark RV Park and Cabin, as well as all of our business sponsors here in Mountain View. Our performers tonight are playing solely for tips, so please leave a generous tip in the bucket back here near the concession stand, or if you're watching online or listening on KWMV, you can send us a tip to paypal.me/OzarkRootsMusic, and that entire amount received will go to the performers after the show. We've got some incredible musicians on our stage tonight. This is a band that was formed many years ago by Pam's mother, lady on guitar, Miss Jean Jennings, and I've been watching this group for about almost 24 years now myself, and I always enjoy hearing them play. And we're always excited to have them here. Will you please make welcome the Leatherwoods?
Thank you. Are you from Dixie? I said from Dixie, 'cause I'm from Dixie too. Hello there, stranger, how do you do? There's something I'd like to say to you. Don't be surprised, you recognize I'm no detective, but I just surmise, well, that you're from the place where I long to be. Your smiling face seems to say to me, you're from my homeland, the sunny homeland. Now tell me, can it be that you're from Dixie? I said from Dixie, where the fields of cotton beckon to me. I'm glad to see you. Tell me, how are you? And the friends I'm longing to see. Are you from Alabama, Tennessee, or Caroline? Any place below the Mason-Dixon line. Are you from Dixie? I said from Dixie, 'cause I'm from Dixie too. Well, it was way back in '89. I crossed that old Mason-Dixon line. Dreaming I'd come to return to that old place that I left behind. Well, now my home is way down in Alabama, on an old plantation near Birmingham. There's one thing certain, I'm always flirting with those southbound trains that run from Dixie. I said from Dixie, where the fields of cotton beckon to me. I'm glad to see you. Tell me, how are you? And the friends I'm longing to see. Are you from Alabama, Tennessee, or Caroline? Any place below the Mason-Dixon line. Are you from Dixie? I said from Dixie, 'cause I'm from Dixie too. 'Cause I'm from Dixie too. 'Cause I'm from Dixie too. Thank you very much. We're glad to be here, and we're sure thankful that you came out, and we just have one major requirement, and that's that you have a good time. You know, if you don't like it, clap, and if you like it, clap too. It's just 2 hours, folks. Here's a great Grandpa Jones tune, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I traveled over this country wide, seeking fortune fair. Up and down two coastlines, I've traveled everywhere. Portland East to Portland West and back along the line. I'm going now this very day to that old town of mine. Oh, 8 more miles of Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles on this old road, I'll never more be blue. I knew someday I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. There's bound to be a gal somewhere that you like best of all. Mine lives down in Louisville, she's long and she is tall. She's the kind you can't find rambling round the land. I'm going now this very day to win her heart and hand. Oh, 8 more miles of Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles of this old road, I'll never want to be blue. I knew someday I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. Now I can picture in my mind the place we'll call our home. A humble little hut for two we'll never want to roam. The place that's right for that love site's in those bluegrass hills, where gently flows the Ohio by a place called Louisville. Oh, 8 more miles of Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles of this old road, I'll never more be blue. I knew someday I'd come back, I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville, the hometown of my heart. Thank you.
What you got, Roger?
I've got an old timer me and Danny would like to do for you. Lorena goes back to the Civil War, yeah?
Beautiful melody. pretty.
Yeah. Roger, I think that's my favorite that you do. Yeah.
It is, and you know, years ago, Kay Thomas and my mom and Bob Blair, they used to sing that. It's got beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful song as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Well, they put-
he's working up to it. Just any day he's going to decide to.
Ham's building up enough money to get me to time.
Yes,
5 more years.
but he's told me it's going to cost a lot. A whole lot.
Well, this next song we're going to do is an old Carter tune, one that Pam's mother has sung many, many times, and I've always loved it. It's an old peppy tune called Bet You My Heart.
Betcha my heart I love you. Betcha my dreams I love you. You got me singing loud. I'm floating on that cloud. Oh, I betcha my heart I love you. I woke up one morning too early. Remembered your hair was curly. Rolled over and then I dreamed of you again. Oh, I betcha my heart I love you. Betcha my heart I love you. Betcha my dreams I love you. You've got me singing loud. I'm floating on that cloud. Oh, I betcha my heart I love you. Out of this world, I betcha. Started the day I met ya. When you are close to me, it's just like TNT. Oh, I betcha my heart I love you. Betcha my heart I love you. Betcha my dreams I love you. You got me singing loud. I'm floating on that cloud. Oh, I betcha my heart I love you.
Thank you. Well, we're going to get Pam here changing instruments. You know, this girl's so talented. Is this first time anybody seeing Leatherwoods tonight? Oh, we got a few. Where are y'all from? Where's that, Mississippi? Kansas City. Well, good to have you. Well, you're in for a treat tonight because she plays almost any instrument, and you are playing the spoons tonight, aren't you, Pam?
Always.
Always, yeah.
I always have my spoons with me.
But you're going to enjoy her tonight. She's playing the dulcimer tonight.
Yes, and I do want to say this dulcimer was made right here in Mountain View at the Dulcimer Shop. So if you're visiting, be sure and go by and see them. You can see them make the dulcimer, and they also have a great gift shop, and they would love to sell you a dulcimer. So we're going to do one now that was written by Fannie Clark, who was over around Fox. I have to say that real easy. Take my time. This is called Bluebird. There's a bluebird in a willow, in a green willow tree. He flew to my window and he sang to me, while he said that he loved me and he'd come back again. He flew off and left me without saying when. Bluebird, bluebird, fly back again. You said that you'd come back but you didn't say when. Bluebird, bluebird, fly back again. You said that you'd come back, but you didn't say when. Well, tomorrow I am leaving, I am going away. I'll go to the mountains and there I will stay. There's a bluebird in a willow, in a green willow tree. He'll fly to my window and he'll sing for me. Bluebird, bluebird, fly back again. You said that you'd come back, but you didn't say when. Bluebird, bluebird, fly back again. You said that you'd come back, but you didn't say when. Thank you. Thank you. My mom she formed this group back in 1983. So Leatherwoods has been a group for many, many years. Y'all can add that up real quick. I'm not sure how long it is. But I'm going to introduce everybody, and I'm going to start tonight with this guy right next to me playing the fiddle. He's been a leatherhead, as sometimes we've been called, right? Leatherhead, the longest of anybody on this stage. And he joined the group probably in about 85, something like that. And so he's seen Leatherwoods for many, many years. And my mom and I used to say, because, you know, people come and go, but we'd always say, as long as we've got Roger, we're okay. Roger plays with a lot of different groups, and he teaches. He has taught many young people to play the fiddle. Won a lot of contests, so make welcome Mr. Roger Fountain. Playing the upright bass over there. Well, she was my mom's neighbor, and she knew my mom. And when my mom passed, things just have a way. It was just in God's plan, I think, for her to become the bass player. And when I called her, she was like, well, because she grew up singing with her mom and her sister, so she had a background in music. She played piano, and but bass was kind of new to her at the time. And she does a great job with Leatherwoods. Make welcome Teresa Johns. She used to be my neighbor till she moved off, you know. And by the way, I will tell you, she's originally from Pennsylvania, so long ways off. Yes. And to my left, he and I started playing music together, I guess, in about 1981 when we were in a show in Hot Springs. And we played in different configurations off and on all through the years. But Danny became a member about the same time as Teresa with Leatherwoods, and is just a fantastic musician. He's a Merle Travis guitar champion. And so make welcome Mr. Danny Dozier.
And those of you that don't know, our leader here in the middle is Miss Pam Setzer. Of course, she's been in Mountain View all your life, I think. And we won't say how many years. But she grew up singing with her family, her mom and dad. Wonderful musicians, very talented, beautiful. kind heart, you know.
Oh,
The more we say nice things, the better she pays.
That may be a $10 intro there, Teresa.
But you're going to enjoy her tonight, all the different instruments. Make her welcome, Miss Pam Setzer.
yay!
Thank you.
Well, here's an old fiddle tune on the dulcimer called Uncle Joe. Whoa. Thank you very much. Try not to step on the cord here. Somebody tell a joke.
I'm not a joke teller,
Danny
Dan.
used to tell one about Grandpa.
Yeah, anyway.
Do you remember that
Oh,
joke?
Yeah, you know, Grandpa and Ramona Jones, y'all all remember them, you know. They were pretty famous. They were on Hee Haw, and anyway, they came over here and put in a dinner theater here in Mountain View a long time ago. And Pam and I were both lucky enough to get to work there. I worked there for 6 years, got to know them, and Grandpa was a pretty neat guy. You know, he kind of liked his privacy. When he wasn't on stage, he, you know, kind of liked to be just, you know, anonymous. But when he was on stage, you know, his profile was there, and everybody knew him when he walked out onto that stage. But so sometimes I would just sit with him out here on the one of the rocks out here on the square, and people, you know, coming by and stuff, and hardly anybody would recognize him if it wasn't in his outfit. And so one day we were sitting out there, and this guy with a great old big cowboy hat on came walking over there, and boy, he just had his eyes on him. He got over there and he said, "You're Grandpa Jones, aren't you?" And Grandpa said, "Yeah." And so this guy said, "Well, golly, what are you doing here in Mountain View?" And he said, "Well, Ramona and Mark and Lisa and we all moved over here, and we put in a dinner theater. We've got a dinner theater here." And this guy said, "Well, that's neat." And Grandpa said, "Yeah, we've got a farm here too, and we've got 34 acres. And so this guy said, 34 acres. He said, "Yeah." He said, "You know, I live down in Texas. And I've got a farm too down there." And he said, "My farm, let me tell you about my farm. If I get in my pickup truck the first thing in the morning when the sun's coming up, and I drive all day long, at the end of the day, about the time the sun's going down, there's my line. And I drove that pickup truck all day long to get there." And Grandpa said, "Yeah, I used to have a pickup like that too one time."
Here's a great old song called The Airship. I once loved a sailor, once a sailor loved me. He was not a sailor who sailed o'er the wild flowing sea. He owned an airship and could sail like a bird on a wing. And every night about sunset, he would fly to my window and sing, "Oh, come take a trip in my airship. Come take a trip to the stars. Come take a trip out to Venus. Come let us sail into Mars. No one will see while we're kissing. No one will see while we spoon. Come take a trip in my airship and we'll visit the man in the moon." One evening while sailing, passed by the wide Milky Way, and as we flew in his airship, he asked me if I'd name the day. Just past the Big Dipper, I gave him my heart. We swore to each other that we would never more part. Oh, come take a trip in my airship. Come take a trip to the stars. Come take a trip out to Venus. Come let us sail into Mars. No one will see while we're kissing. No one will see while we spoon. Come take a trip in my airship and we'll visit the man in the moon. Visit the man in the moon. Thank you. That's a mighty pretty break there, guys.
Well, that was a beautiful song, wasn't it? Pretty. Now I've got to follow that, right?
Oh, but you can do it, Roger.
Well,
If
I don't
anybody
know. I
can, you
don't know.
can.
We'll take care of that. Being pretty good. We'll do a little bit of Peacock Crag for you.
Yeah.
But you might won't even get up and dance.
Yeah, look at this big dance
Yeah,
floor up
big
here. Y'all
stage.
help yourself.
Thank you, thank you.
If Roger and Danny keep practicing, they're gonna get good one of these days. When I grow up, I'm gonna play like Danny. And I was learning the fiddle at one point.
I remember that.
Yeah, vaguely. Every time I'd get it out, I could not get past the squeaking and the squawking, and I'd put it back under my bed. I still have it, so you know, in my older years, I may get it out, Roger.
Yeah, you need to.
Here's a little sentimental journey. Gonna take a sentimental journey. Gonna set my heart at ease. Gonna take a sentimental journey to renew old memories. Got my bags, I got my reservation. Spend each time I could afford. Like a child in wild anticipation. Long to hear that all aboard. Seven, that's the time we'll leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey home. Sentimental journey. Thank you. Well, Danny's got a good one over here coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody, I'm sure everybody in this room probably has heard of Jimmy Driftwood. And he lived at Timbo, which was just out west of town. How many miles, Pam?
13.
13 miles west of town. And so he wrote a lot of famous songs. He wrote The Battle of New Orleans. You got any more that you know? Well, he wrote The Tennessee Stud.
Yes.
And you probably heard that one. He wrote hundreds, maybe thousands of songs, and all of his songs usually told a story. Well, he was a school teacher, and he learned at one time the best way to get the attention of your students is to involve music with the lesson you're trying to teach them. So that's why he wrote that song, The Battle of New Orleans, to teach them a little bit about the history of that battle down there. So here's one he wrote, and it's got a story to it, and it sounds like he was probably coming into town, and it was in the cold part of winter over here in Mountain View, and probably snow all over the ground. And he got over out here in a suburb called Riggsville, and he got stranded and wasn't going to be able to get home, so he had to find a place to stay. He saw some smoke coming out of an old chimney over there through the woods, and he walked over in there and he saw this old shack. And so he went over there and he knocked on the door, and he said, you know, I can't get back to Timbo tonight. Could I stay here? And the guy said, yeah, you can stay here. And so this is the story about what happened to him when he went there to spend the night. Now this song is called The Baby-O. I went down to Riggsville town. I met an old man and his name was Brown. He said, you can sleep in my shanty-o, but you'll have to sleep with the baby-o. When I got there, I was froze to death, and I didn't want to smell no baby's breath. So I took a big drink, and I said, by darn, if you don't mind, I'll sleep in the barn. Oh, the night was cold and the wind did blow. Smoke rolled out of the shanty-o. I shivered and I shook with a frosted toe. Well, I wish I'd slept with the radio. Well, the morning came and I took me a look when I heard somebody say, "Suck, cow, suck." There standing on the frozen straw was the prettiest girl in Arkansas. Well, I looked at her and she looked at me, and I said, "Young lady, who might you be?" She said, "My name is Mary Jo, but the old man calls me the baby-o." Oh, that was cold and the wind did blow. Smoke rolled out of the shanty-o. I shivered and I shook with a frosted toe. Well, I wish I'd slept with the baby-o. She milked the cow and we went to the shack, and she fixed a big breakfast of razorback. Well, I sat by the fire and I thawed my toe, but I couldn't help but looking at the baby-o. Well, I started to leave and she came to me and she said, "What might your title be?" Well, I took her hand and I told her right, "I'm the fool that slept in the barn last night."
I never get tired of hearing that song.
We probably ought to waltz after that,
I
shouldn't
think
we?
we should, Roger.
So, we'll do a little bit of Over the Wave.
Oh, yes. liven things up now.
There's probably a reason why nobody sat in the middle here, Pam.
They're afraid I'm gonna sling the spoons
Yeah.
out there. Well, I did forget my little stool, so I'm gonna have to sit down.
So watch out, huh?
Plus, I went horseback riding today. I need to sit down. I took my grandkids. I may need help to get back up. Okay, so this is a little tune about something that Arkansas is very famous for. We've got Hope, Arkansas, and Cave City. And for you people here from Arkansas, you know that's watermelon. This is called Watermelon Hanging on the Vine, and I need your help at the end. So you that have heard this before, you know, be the leaders. So when I say watermelon, I'm wanting you to say, yes, hanging, okay? So practice, watermelon, watermelon, oh,
Yeah,
y'all are
they're a
good.
crowd. They're hired. Let's take them on the road.
Let's do it. Let's see if I'm in tune. Give me a D here. Perfect, Roger. See the watermelon is smiling through the fence. How I wish that watermelon was mine. Some folks are foolish, they just don't have no sense, or they wouldn't leave that melon on the vine. Pepperoni gravy, chicken is good. Radish, oh, they're very fine. But give me, oh, how I wish you would. That watermelon hanging on the vine. You may talk about your peaches, your apples, and your pears. Simmons growing on that cinnamon tree. Folks have their favorites just most anywhere, but that watermelon is best for me. Pepperoni gravy, chicken is good. Radish, oh, they're very fine. Give me, oh, how I wish you would. That watermelon hanging on the vine.
How about giving that spoon player a hand? Yeah.
I went to get that melon, I thought I'd have some fun. The stars, they just begun to shine. When I left that old man's field, I left there on the run. But I didn't leave that melon on the vine. Pepperoni gravy, chicken is good. Rabbits, so they're very fine. But give me, oh, how I wish you would. That watermelon hanging on the vine. Here's your part. That watermelon hanging, watermelon hanging, watermelon hanging on the vine.
Well, that was good, Pam.
Thank you very much.
Now, you need to hang on to those spoons. We might need them later on. We're going to eat something.
Yeah, we might need a cobbler or something,
Cobbler or
you know?
something.
You never know.
Well, let's see here. It looks like I'm up in a solo. It says Danny Beatles. Do we have any Beatles fans out? Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. I was going to say we have an option of a Beatles song or a Merle Travis song. Beatles? Merle Travis is real good. He's one of my heroes. Well, since Pam's got it down as Beatles, I better do a Beatles song.
Well, that's kind of a request from Teresa and me.
Oh, good. Well, that's
Yeah.
this is for both of y'all. I love y'all, and I appreciate the request. You know, they were a little country band from Liverpool that hit it big. And so this is one that George Harrison, the lead guitar player in the band, wrote, called "Here Comes the Sun." Sorry. Yellow Submarine, that's a good one. We all live in a yellow submarine.
And I love to hear him play Lady Madonna. That's another one I like to hear him play. Well, this is probably was my mom's most requested song. I used to tell her it was her greatest hit. And if we didn't have it in the show, somebody would ask her to sing it. So this is called When the Wagon Was New. Just an old rusty wagon that's left to rot away. One we used to ride in back in the good old days. People all loved their neighbor, everybody was so free. Riding a brand new wagon was something to see. I can see my daddy riding up in the wagon seat. Mom in her new sunbonnet, she looked so nice and neat. Children all in the wagon, Grandma and Grandpa too. Oh, we used to go to church on Sunday when the wagon was new. Red wheels were on the wagon, and the body it was green. We were just as happy as riding in a limousine. People would come from miles around, from on the mountainside. Take a look at the brand new wagon, and I'll take a ride. I can see my daddy riding up in the wagon seat. Mom in her new sunbonnet, she looks so nice and neat. Children all in the wagon, Grandma and Grandpa too. Oh, we used to go to church on Sunday when the wagon was new. Well, the automobile is here now, and the wagon days are through. Aeroplanes are humming, good neighbors are so few. People all in a hurry, and it's money that gets us through. We didn't need much money when the wagon was new. I can see my daddy riding up in the wagon seat. Mom in her new sunbonnet, she looks so nice and neat. Children all in the wagon, Grandma and Grandpa too. Oh, we used to go to church on Sunday when the wagon was new. That a great song. Oh, sorry about that. It's very old too. Here's a tune. This was written by Al Brumley, and I heard Al Brumley Jr. tell this story. His dad was, he wrote "I'll Fly Away" and so many great gospel songs. And where he kind of got the idea for this song is he was out in his garden or outside working, and his neighbor said, "Al, hurry up and get in." Said, "They're playing your song on the radio. Go turn your radio on." And they were playing "I'll Fly Away." Yeah. And so he said, this is where "Turn Your Radio On" kind of came from. It's from that. Come and listen into the radio station where the mighty host of heaven sing. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. If you want to hear the songs of Zion coming from the land of endless spring, get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Heaven's glory share. Heaven's glory share. Turn the lights down low. Turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Brother, listen into the glory land chorus. Listen to the glad hosannas roll. Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Get a little taste of heaven, heaven. Get a little hum in your soul. Get in touch with God.
Get in touch with God.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Heaven's glory share.
Heaven's glory share.
Turn the lights down low.
Turn your lights down low.
And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God.
Get in touch with God.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
Get in touch with God.
Get in touch with God.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on.
We've got a couple more to do, and then we're going to take a break. Chris, do you have anything, or Gresham, that you want to say or tell them? Or?
Yeah, we got popcorn, sodas, and homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh,
Man.
yes.
Not very good.
Yeah.
Yes, Gresham makes, and by the way, Gresham McMillan back there running sound and light. He's also a fantastic bass player. Y'all give him a round of applause. We appreciate Gresham.
Where's that gal with the red dress on? Some folks call her Dinah. Stole my heart away from me way down in Louisiana. Take me back to Tulsa. I'm too young to marry. Take me back to Tulsa. I'm too young to marry. Little bee sucks blossom, the big bee gets the honey. Poor man picks cotton, rich man makes the money. Take me back to Tulsa, I'm too young to marry. Take me back to Tulsa, I'm too young to marry. Walk and talk, Susie. Walk and talk, Susie. Walk and talk, Susie. Walk and talk, Susie. Take me back to Tulsa. I'm too young to marry. Take me back to Tulsa. I'm too young to marry. We always wear a great big smile, never do look sour. Travel around the country playing music by the hour. Take me back to Tulsa, I'm too young to marry. Take me back to Tulsa, I'm too young to marry. Take me back to Tulsa, I'm too young to marry. Take me back to Tulsa, I'm too young to wed thee.
We're going to close out and let Roger Fountain here show off a little bit. This is a little tune called, what is it, Roger?
Hamilton County Breakdown.
Oh, yeah. So don't run away, because we'll be coming back in 10 or 15 minutes, Chris, for another half. So hope you'll stick around.
Where the honeybees are buzzing round the flowers there, Daddy's working is somewhere in that mountain there. He left me standing on a mountain. He left me standing way up there. I just saw the whippoorwill talking to a bear. They were both laughing at him, giving me the air. He left me standing on a mountain. He left me standing way up there. I would give us anything that once more he'd appear. Tell me that he cared a little for this mountaineer. He left me standing on a mountain. He left me standing way up there. He left me standing on a mountain. He left me standing way up
I have seen the morning when the sun burst full of color that spread radiating life inside the valley where I live. I have climbed the mountaintop and soared beside the red-tailed hawk and gathered all the secrets that the forest cared to give. Call on me if you think that you are free. Come to my home and rest your weary head. Call on me when you think that you are free enough to live the way you said. I have seen the woodlands in the blazing leaves of autumn. I've smelled the dazzling fragrance as the Ozark breezes blow. I have swum through pools of gleaming water lined with mossy fern to kiss my naked lover's warmth and feel her body flow. Call on me when you think that you are free. Come to my home and rest your weary head. Call on me when you think that you are free enough to live the way you said. I have heard the evening when the night sprang live with music. I've harmonized the whippoorwill and I've howled the gray wolf's verse. I have knelt my head down to a pure and bubbling mountain spring and sucked the perfect waters from the bosom of the earth. Call on me when you think that you are free. Come to my home and rest your weary head. Call on me when you think that you are free enough to live the way you said. Free enough to live the way you said. Thank you.
The wind can dust you like another day, another dollar. Got the way to spend your life. He was young and I was restless, so I set out to see the world. But at my home in old Virginia, and my blue if you're passing on your way from Palm Springs to LA. Give a wave to good old Dave. Say hello to progress and goodbye to the moonlight notary.
You tell us when, are we ready, Gresham? Okay, we're ready.
For the first tire I've had this bow 1 year, 2 years. 2 years.
Well, you're playing so fast and hard, furious tonight, see?
Don't nobody panic, I think.
It'll be okay. Here's another old Carter family tune that I've been singing for many, many years. It's a little tune called Rough and Rocky. Darling, I have come to tell you, oh, it almost breaks my heart, but before the morning time ends, we'll be many miles apart. Down that road of rough and rocky, don't we have anybody out there from Alabama? Anybody that's ever been to Alabama? Okay. Well, this is for you then.
All right. The Alabama Jubilee. Here we go. You ought to see Deacon Jones when he rattles the bones. Old Parson Brown fooling around like a clown. And Jemima just turned 93, shouting, I'm full of pep. Watch your step, watch your step. One-legged Joe dancing around on his toe. He threw away his crutch and hollered, better go. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. It's the Alabama Jubilee. Thank you. Thank you.
And Pam, I gotta follow that.
You do.
You
but-
do this to me all the time, you know?
Well, I know, but it's, this song, I said she's from Pennsylvania originally. Now, she's been here long enough that we claim her as one of our own, but she still does talk funny
Yeah,
occasionally,
Yeah.
like Out in the Lights.
You've heard of Out in the Lights, haven't you? No?
We say, turn the lights off.
No, it's Out in the Lights.
Yes.
Well, this here song, is this a Carter tune? I don't know.
It
Is-
probably is, and I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of bluegrassers have done it.
yeah, it's Your Love is Like a Flower, not flower.
Flower.
I had to get used to that, so. It was long, long ago in the moonlight. We were sitting on the banks of a stream when you whispered so sweetly, I love you. And the waters murmured a tune. Oh, they tell me your love's like a flower. In the springtime it blossoms so fair. In the fall when it withers away, dear. And they tell me that's the way of your love. I remember the night, little darling. We were talking of days gone by. When you told me you always would love me, that your love for me would never die. Oh, they tell me your love's like a flower. In the springtime it blossoms so fair. In the fall when it withers away, dear. And they tell me that's the way of your love. It was spring when you whispered those words, dear.
gonna get that dulcimer back out again.
I am. Time to sit down again.
No, you're not that old, Pam.
No, but
I guess that horse
at
riding did you
break,
in.
where are the people that were on the horse today too? Are y'all still here?
Oh, see?
Yes, they realized that they saw me getting on the horse when they were leaving. With all those kids. Yes. But we survived. So now I gotta sit down.
Take off your shoes and stay a little longer.
Oh, yes. Yes. So this is an old Scottish tune called Bonnie Lass or Scotland the Brave, or you might recognize it as the Old Spice commercial. So just take your pick. Slow down and do a finger picking style on the dulcimer. This is called Lady Mary.
Still got those spoons?
I still got those spoons. In case you're getting a little sleepy out there, we're going to wake you up. This is if you'll notice, we do a lot of the old Carter family tunes. I was raised up. My mom sang them all the time, and so I grew up singing with my mom and dad, and we always did a lot of these, and this is one of them called Darling Pal of Mine. Many a night while you lay sleeping, dreaming of your ramparts light, was there poor boy broken-hearted, listening to the winds that sigh. My little darling, oh how I love you, how I love you, none can tell. In your heart you love another, little darling pal of mine. Many a day with you I've rambled, happiest times with you I'd spent. Thought I'd found your heart forever, but I find it's only lead. My little darling, oh how I love you, how I love you, none can tell. In your heart you love another, little darling pal of mine. There are just three things I ask for. That's my casket shroud in gray. When I'm gone, don't weep for me, love. Just kiss those lips that you betray. My little darling, oh how I love you, how I love you, none can tell. In your heart you love another, little darling pal of mine, little darling pal of mine. Thank you. We're going to feature Mr. Danny over here on a little tune.
Well, we'll do a Merle Travis song now since we didn't do one earlier. All right. Some people say a man is made out of mud, but a poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bones, a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul, 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble are my middle name. I was raised in a canebrake by an old mama line. Can't no high-tone woman make me walk the line. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, Well, if you see me coming, you better step aside. A lot of men didn't, and a lot of men died. I got one fist of iron, the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 6 down. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Thank you.
I heard a lot of singing on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Roger, what
Yeah,
you got?
if Danny will get his old mandolin there, we'll do you a tune, and this is one called Crow Creek. I don't know where they come up with these names, these old fiddle tunes, but it's a good square dance tune, and we do them for that. So Danny got his mandolin there, we'll try a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, do we have any farmers in the group here? Any farmers? Mr. Jeffrey, aren't you a farmer? Ex-farmer.
Ex-farmer.
Okay, that's good
But they
enough.
know about farming.
Well, yeah, we're going to do a song for the farmer. It's Mr. Jeffries here. And it's kind of an educational song. You may learn something, Mr. Jeffries. I don't know. Had a hen, would lay no eggs. Had a hen, wouldn't lay no eggs. Then the rooster came on the farm and caught that hen out behind that barn. We're having eggs now, having eggs. wouldn't give no milk. Had a cow, wouldn't give no milk. Then the rooster came on that farm and caught that cow out behind that barn. We're having eggnog, since the rooster came on that farm. We're having eggnog, since the rooster came on that farm. Had an aunt, didn't have no kids. Had an aunt, didn't have no kids. Then the rooster came on that farm and caught my aunt out behind that barn. We're having fried rooster, since the rooster came on that farm. We're having fried rooster, since the rooster came on the farm. Since the rooster came on that farm. Had you guessing, didn't I, huh?
Good. There was a good reason there for the not to have one. I don't know if I can follow that. Here's one that goes way, way back. If you think of Judy Garland, what song do you think about? Anybody know? Yes.
They got it. They win the prize.
They win the prize. We're not sure what the prize is, but you're going to win it.
All right.
Oh. Thank you. Mr. Danny Dozier there, that was some pretty chords there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, these guys are going to follow that with a happy little tune.
Got a train song.
Yes.
Old John Henry. One, two, three.
We're going to do a song now that was written for my family many, many years ago by a great singer-songwriter, Charlie Sandage, who's written many, many great songs. But this he wrote. Growing up, we had what we call pickins at our house, where neighbors would come over and play music. And as a young girl, I can remember going to bed and they'd be in the living room playing, and I'd wake up and some of them would still be in the living room playing. And one thing, my mom was a great cook. And they knew if they made it all night, she'd cook a big breakfast. So I think that inspired them to stay. But many great, great memories growing up like that. And this is a tune called Neighbors. Choose your friends for their power, sell your love for their gold. It seems like a sign of the times, but some folks remember what neighbors are for, and some of them are neighbors of mine. I have lived among some good and gentle people. I have walked in a strong growing land. I have sung songs I know I will hear once again, being sung by some heavenly band. Building cities of steel, building highways of stone. We forgot what this good earth is for. But somewhere there is land that's still held in God's hand, and some of it lies near my door. I have lived among some good and gentle people. I have walked in a strong growing land. I have sung songs I know Thank you. How about another hand over here for Mr. Danny Dozier tonight? Teresa Johns. And Mr. Roger Fountain.
And Miss Pam Setzer.
Thank you so much. We're happy all that this is your first time to see Leatherwoods, and then there's many of you out there that have supported Leatherwoods for many years, and we appreciate you coming tonight. Tomorrow night I'll be here with the Pam Setzer Band, and that's Kent and Becky Coffey and Danny Yancey, so that's at 7. If you can come back, we'd love for you to come, and if you can't, please tell somebody. Help us. So anyway, we're going to close out with one called Red Wing. Thank y'all. Good night. Thanks so much for coming out. Turn out the lights.